Hey everybody, it's Heather Borowski, and I'm here to share a tool with you that you can use during distance learning with students who might need a little extra help, a little one-on-one time with you. This is an interactive whiteboard tool called Google Jamboard, and you're going to find that it's a great solution for intervention, remediation, and to do collaborative work with students. It's especially useful for teachers and schools who use Google for Education because Jamboard is built into the Google environment. So it's easily accessible to teachers and students in Google for Education schools. So let's get started. I don't know about you, but when school closed, I wish that I could just rip that interactive whiteboard off the wall and bring it home with me. I had so many lessons prepared that where students could manipulate objects on the board. Multiple students could be on the interactive whiteboard at the same time. And during distance learning, we can still do those things using Jamboard. So the title of this presentation is Using Google Jamboard for Intervention and Collaboration During Distance Learning. And our objective for today is I can use Google Jamboard as an online whiteboard tool to present personalized intervention lessons and facilitate collaborative work in a distance learning environment. So let me advance my slide. And you'll notice that Jamboard has a few key components, right? We have our collaboration space here. We have some tools along the left, and then we also have some options along the top. Now, I know many of you are used to using Google Slides, and there's a presentation mode and a working mode. Same with Microsoft PowerPoint. There's a presentation mode. In Jamboard, this is it. What you see is what you get. So what we have here is our collaboration space. And we have our toolbars, and this toolbar is really intuitive, right? It has icons that are familiar to teachers and students. They've seen these icons in other programs and in other Google tools. So at the top here, you'll notice that there are different pen shapes. There's a pen and a marker, a highlighter, and a paintbrush. And then you have some different color options. Okay, then you have your eraser tool. You have your selector tool where you can move objects or images around. You have a sticky note tool where this is how you add text to your jam. Okay, so I can say, all right, this is the toolbar, and maybe I want that in orange, and I'm going to say save. And so now I have a sticky note that I can manipulate and place wherever I like on the jam. Then you also have an option to add an image. You can upload an image from your device. You can do a Google image search. You can choose something from Google Drive or your photos. All right. And then this is a great tool. This is a laser tool, and it's perfect for when you want your students to focus on something in particular on your jam. Okay. At the top here, we have the title of our Jamboard. We can choose some different backgrounds. Can erase the frame completely, and of course, put it back with the undo button. And then at the top here, this is our frame bar, where you can reorganize the frames in your Jamboard or in your jam. You can duplicate frames and delete them from this menu. You can also add a new blank frame right in the middle of your presentation. Okay, so let's go forward to an example that a teacher might use to remediate a student that's having trouble with counting money. Okay, this is a second grade standard. This is a task that I actually just took a screenshot from Illustrative Mathematics, the website. And it gives us a task here, but what makes Jamboard so helpful is that when I share my Jamboard with my student, then my student can come in and manipulate the objects or the images that I have placed there. And we can have a conversation and also be working in the interactive whiteboard together. So that's really special. Another example of how to use Jamboard is in a collaborative environment. So perhaps the teacher has used the share button and shared the link through Google Classroom, or invited collaborators to collaborate on this jam. And she or he may have given the students a task, such as label parts of the garden spider. So perhaps a student would come in and say, add an image, and maybe they have one in their saved on their device, or maybe they go to Google image search and they look for garden spider. All right, and here's one right here, and I'm going to say select. And now I have this picture of a garden spider, and my teammates or my peers and I can start adding pieces to this diagram. So maybe we'll use our pen tool to really highlight some pieces of the garden spider. Perhaps we add a sticky note that also labels parts of the diagram. 8 pointed legs. So adding some facts to this diagram. Maybe I'm going to take my pen again and draw an arrow to what I'm actually talking about. A finished diagram might look something like this, where perhaps 4 students have collaborated on this diagram, added their Post-it notes, added some commentary, and then the teacher can be there at the same time guiding the students while everyone can still see each other because the camera's still on, and they're all interacting in this same environment. What I can do is also to give you a chance to try out Jamboard. I can go to share and I can get a link and say that anyone on the internet with this link can edit the Jamboard. I can copy the link and I can paste it inside Google Classroom or Zoom or Google Meet. And so everyone can have access at the same time. So I hope that you enjoyed this presentation on this free tool that lives within the Google environment, Google Jamboard. And I hope that it's started you thinking about how you can use Jamboard for intervention and collaboration during distance learning. Thanks so much.